Hi everybody, I'm Jamie.
I'm Joel.
And we are
Two People Evolving.
In a World with All of You. And we're just coming on for a little flash broadcast update here right now because this is a really exciting year, 2019. We are literally being asked by the soul deep within each of us to come forward and do that which we love profoundly and boldly. And no more excuses that when I have time or when I have money, or if only my spouse would run off and leave me my house to myself, I could have quiet time and I could write. It's whatever excuse that we could come up with.
We're done with excuses.
Bag it.
Yeah, bag it. That's right. Bag it. No, you are ready now, even if you think you're not.
Your soul is pushing you. We are speaking from little voices of your soul
right.
right now, going knock, knock, and the door's opening. Wow.
Guess what? You get to be who you are, what you came here to do and experience on the highest level possible.
The grandest level.
Yeah.
All gifts and talents are being called forward this year because they are going to be aligned with synchronicity to bring us into the highest purposes that we are here to live on this planet now. You know what some of your greatest gifts and talents are. They're things that you're actually the best at doing. And you might have a lot of things you're really good at, but pick 2 or 3, and then the one that really excites you. Spend some time and energy with that regardless of what time you think you don't have.
You'll find the time. It's amazing that you really will find the time if you make that a priority, and we hope that you will.
It will put you in harmonic alignment for those synchronicities. That's why it's
And by the
important.
way, you'll suddenly have time. You'll suddenly have what it is you need to have because it is your divine design and it is your perfect self-expression.
What we feed, we get more of in our life. By making the time to do those things that we really love, and forget your opinion about whether you're good at it or not. And it's almost like you're not right if you don't do it. You're not expressing full-born and your outfit of life is too tight. Something you have to do if you're a closet writer or you're back doing art supplies and playing with your art supplies and creating things when nobody's looking and you judge that they're bad. No, you are here like a little bird with an individual song to sing. We need your art. Don't judge it. Let it come through. You're actually inhibiting it by judging it. So let it come through. It's going to take you on a journey, whatever your art is. Now I'm speaking metaphorically.
Right. Yeah. No, and that's perfect. So whatever you feel drawn to do, even if you're afraid, you feel like, oh God, I don't know if I'm good enough to do this, like Jamie was saying, do it anyway. Just do it because it's yours to do.
And give your gift to the world. Stop worrying about whether you're going to make money from it or not. By giving your gift to the world, this is how we open up our channels when we're stuck in receiving and prosperity. We have to give to open the pipeline to receive. We have jammed that channel, or circumstances in our life have clobbered us to feel like we're stuck in that channel. No, you have to give more of what you want to receive in every area of life. That is according to the law of reciprocity.
Yeah.
This is a universal law, and we are here to open up the stuck patterns in all relationships with life, which will lead us to that prosperity of wealth and health and balance and healthy relationships and being present for the big divine presence of who we are that's animating us.
So it's really true that what we give, we receive. Even though we're not giving to receive, it just automatically happens. It can't not be that way because that is, like Jamie said, a universal law. So if we give complaints to the life, then life will give us something to complain about and so forth. So
I'm pretty sure that most of us have learned to complain.
I think so.
Because other people were complaining or we were feeling victimized by our circumstances. So if we take everything that we received and then we just give it back, we're going to feed that which we're giving and we're going to get more of it back.
Right.
So this is time where we stop giving out
and we consciously
the stuff that we've received that we don't want to receive anymore.
Right, exactly.
We have to take the initiative through that divine presence, life force within us that is a creative agent of life, and birth it forward. So go give to the world what your gifts and talents are in your own beautiful and creative ways. However you can do that, pick a starting point, because it's going to open your channel where there may have been anything blocked in receiving. Give the gifts that you're here to give. If you don't know what they are, you give what feels good. That's a big clue.
It is a big clue.
There's something that you
It is
can
a big
do.
clue.
You can give love. You can give compassion. You can give help to those less fortunate. It's something in you that is so beautifully you. This is the year to do it because all the synchronicities are lining up that will come in and give you a greater platform of resources and responsibility and availability that you can step forward in your full accountability and do more of.
And not only is this the year, this is the moment. Right now. The now is always the moment to start whatever it is you feel like you've wanted to be, do, and have. You know, the funny thing about this is you already are that which you wish to be. We already have that which we wish to have. The only reason we don't see it or experience it is because we continually refuse to believe it. All we have to do is accept that it is ours. It's all ours. There's nothing that isn't ours. All we have to do is just accept it. And if we can accept it fully, life unfolds so beautifully and so magically. It's like, how would this, I would have never thought this would have happened like this.
The greatest points of our despair could never believe it. The greatest points of our suffering, our alienation, no matter what's happening in you by watching this, if it feels dark and depressing and scary and lonely that this isn't possible, we're here to tell you we've lived in those places at many chapters in our life too.
No doubt about it.
We had to call ourselves present to the divine presence that's all around us and in through us through life. And when we could begin to do that, we began to have a new relationship, and we could begin to give of something innate within us that was born to give, and we stopped giving more stuff that we received that was not high functioning.
Right.
It was the best that
we could do at the time.
People could do in our life. It was the best of whatever circumstance we were born into. There was no coincidence we were born into that. It becomes the very fuel in which we learn to raise our wings and flap off what doesn't work anymore and get out there and fly the flight path that we're actually born to do. And we have to leave the nest of where we felt comfortable in our uncomfortableness or in where we felt comfortable and we wanted life to always look like that. It's not safe. Something bigger is going to fly overhead and pull us out of that nest anyway.
That's a fact.
So,
because we're here to expand from our contracted limitations. So, something's going to pull us. No matter what level we are experiencing our life from, there's going to be a limitation to it, which moves us to the next level up because we are here to expand to infinity. And so there's nothing that's going to be solid here because that's not what this is designed to do. This is designed to move us to higher and higher and higher levels of experience.
So getting ourselves comfortable is nice, and we need
and that's fine.
We need those times.
It's time to take a break.
But what happens when we're comfortable? The spiral is going to always throw us into another uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
Because the point of evolution is that there's always more for us to become.
Exactly.
And if we're too comfortable holding on to the toys and the houses and, our retirement plans or our identity because we've been successful in this thing and we hold on to it for all life, you have any idea how many more successes are there for you infinitely by willing to be more. You'll always continue the greatness of the identities that you've become, but it's and you put on more accessories to this outfit you're wearing, which is only temporary on this planet anyway. There's so much more, it doesn't fit in an outfit.
That's a fact.
Body.
Right. And that we'll just have to trust is true because it seems to be because we are moving, we've expanded from where we were to now where we are, and there's going to be another step above that, another step above that, and on and on and on it goes.
Science has proven that even by watching the energy of a person's spirit leave the physical body at the time of departure. They actually have cameras that can record that energy, and I know I have seen that energy with many years as a hospice chaplain. There is so much more of us that will not always be contained in these little bodies. It's as if these are vehicles that contain our light stream and our soul, which is an eternal part of all that is.
Beautiful.
So take the magic of all that we are, breathe that in and call it forward, and go out and give of service what you love. It's going to bring more of it back to you, and the rewards you can't even imagine. Your pipeline will open for your prosperity within that pipeline of good as you participate in the law of reciprocity. Reciprocal giving and receiving, where it is a flow that's natural, that comes in, it goes out, it comes in and it goes out. But if we open the flow only to what has come in before, there can be a lot of stuff there that is clunky and junky and limited and dirty and is not the truth of the purity of who we are. So if we're just going to open that pipeline and give more of that out, we're not making a difference on this planet. We're not even evolving in our own body vehicles. So if we can choose what we're going to give, you see how we reboot the cycle? It's like we turn this master switch on from the flame of our heart, which is the divine within us, heaven within. And
it starts
we
from
connect
us.
to that, and we give out what we want to give.
Right.
Actually, no, we give out what we want to give, and we give out also what we really are yearning to receive.
True. And yet there's a fine line here. We don't do it to get.
Yes.
We do it because we feel the urge to give.
And we feel more connected. We feel more in awe of ourselves, with all humbleness. We feel a humbleness of life that's giving a givingness through it, to such a degree that as we're giving that and we're so connected to it, it's so natural. We're not owning it from our ego. We're just yearning, we must do this.
Right.
Look at a child coloring.
Right.
He learns, or she learns, to judge it as good or bad based on the input from people that didn't receive their creation from pure enthusiasm.
Yeah, because if we really look, it's like, what a wonderful expression that is. Whatever that is, it's an expression. And it's a beautiful thing. And we are each designed, we have this divine design to have perfect self-expression. So don't judge ourselves either for what it is that we feel drawn to give. Don't filter it that way. Just do it. Just be it. And
you're actually here to do it. And if you don't know what that is, you're here to take some steps to allow that inner flame within you that burns, that wants to show you and express through you. And it's brilliant that you can't figure it out. It means you're completely willing to surrender and see it new and fresh. And watch what that is. It's going to be along those lines of what you did as a child naturally, and perhaps it's even what other people wouldn't let you. Things that you loved, how you expressed what you wanted, how you wanted attention, what you wanted to create, what you wanted to do. This is the child, the Christ child in all of us, that knows how to create and knows how to give love.
Because it is love.
We're here for love.
That's who we are. We are truly love itself.
And
that's why love feels so good. When we give love to somebody, and give love to ourselves. That's probably the most important place to start, is love yourself for who you
satisfaction, not that satisfaction that comes from achieving another goal or getting kudos or getting a raise or getting whatever, or getting attention or controlling a situation and feeling like, I succeeded in the board meeting with what I wanted to pull off today. It was like, whoa. What did you do when you walked past the janitor who was hurting because their spouse may be in terminal stages of a diagnosis, and they're already feeling bad about their life, and people aren't really thanking them for what they're doing? They may feel called. That's a role for them in life, and we are all janitors and we are all CEOs of our life. Let's stop judging. And I'm talking about those moments to where you're proud of yourself and satisfied because you connected with another human being and offered something that helped lift their spirit, that helped them connect deeper to who you are and have a connection in a moment that felt good in the heart. This is the real success. Not what you pulled off in the boardroom, but the
Which
success
is fine
was,
and good, but
it's great. But when you walked by the janitor or you walked by a secretary that is exhausted from 80 hours a week, so that as CEOs and business people, we're working 20 hours a week and on the golf course another 40. And someone else is working 80 hours so that we can do that. Let's stop judging that and be grateful and be aware of our gifts and talents. But let's move that in humbleness and give more to where life is calling us to give, and open up the channels so that we can give our gifts and talents, whatever they are.
It can look a little scary at times because, like you said, we may not even know what am I don't know what I'm here to do.
Great.
That's okay. That's okay to not know. It's fine.
It's great. We can't let our past cloud our future.
No, exactly.
In this state.
No. So open up and feel what it is you really feel drawn to do
Allow,
and be.
imagine,
And yeah, exactly.
enjoy.
And
So we love you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jamie.
I'm Joel.
We are two people evolving with a world evolving with all of you. Until next time.
Until next time.